If you're drafting Avatar: The Last Airbender, these green uncommons are must picks. Since Avatar: The Last Airbender set came out, I have been drafting a ton, pre-release, sealed draft, arena quick plays, so I wanted to share my 5 favorite uncommons in every color. Today we are covering green Earthbending. First up, we have True Ancestry, 2 CMC, 1 generic, 1 green. It is a sorcery lesson, and it lets you return up to 1 target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand and create a clue token. I love this card for a couple reasons. Being able to get a permanent from your graveyard back to hand for 2 is amazing. That's a land, creature, artifact, or enchantment. It also gives you a clue, so it's also providing card draw as well as lesson synergy. It's doing a lot for very little. 2 allies at last, 3 CMC, 2 generic, 1 green. It is an instant and has affinity for allies. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each ally you control. Up to 2 target creatures you control deal damage equal to their power to target creature an opponent controls. This card is great. I would say it's a bit expensive for removal, if not for the affinity for allies. It's at instant speed, so it can be used anytime you have priority. Green also makes big cards fairly easily. 3, we have Earth Kingdom General, 4 CMC, 3 generic, 1 green. Creature, human, soldier, ally, 2/2. When this creature enters Earthbend 2, whenever you put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on a creature, you may gain that much life. Do this only once each turn. At first, I didn't think this card was that great. That was until he ended up keeping me alive in multiple matches. He is a life gain engine. Earthbending has you putting +1/+1 counters onto your land/creatures constantly. Each time you are gaining life for however much you earthbend. Most of the time, your opponent won't waste removal on him. 4, we have Bumi, King of 3 Trials, 6 CMC, 5 generic, 1 green, legendary creature, human, noble, ally, 4/4. When Bumi enters, choose up to X, where X is the number of lesson cards in your graveyard. Put 3 +1/+1 counters on Bumi. Target player scries 3, earthbend 3. This card is fantastic for multiple reasons. A 4/4 with noble, ally, and lesson synergy. Green has lots of ramp, and one of the ways you ramp early game is through lessons like Shared Roots or Cycle of Renewal. If you had only those 2 lessons in your graveyard, you could have 7/7 Boomy, scry 3 to make sure you have something you need on the top of your deck, or Earthbend 3, and now you have an additional body. Remember, it says for X lessons. You can choose however many of these 3 options as you have lessons in your graveyard. This card helps close out a game. 5, we have Flopsie, Boomy's buddy, 6 CMC, 4 generic, 2 green, legendary creature, ape, goat, 4/4. When Flopsie enters, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Each creature you control with power 4 or greater can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. Flopsie is another strong way to help close out a game. When he ETBs, all your creatures get +1/+1 counters. Fantastic if you have already gone wide, but also his secondary ability makes it very difficult for your opponent to effectively block your big creatures. They can no longer use multiple creatures to make trades with your big boys. If you enjoy this vid, please consider following for more Magic content and discussions. Did I miss any? Let me know your favorite Avatar: The Last Airbender green and commons in the replies.